Today I'm letting an ex-Clubman owner to drive the new Clubman. Yeah. So she used to own the R56 Clubman. And do you love that car? Do you miss that car?
Yes.
Yeah. Now we have the new one. And this is the JCW, so it will be a lot faster because after that Clubman, she drives a 640i, which has 320 horsepower. But of course, this one doesn't have 320 horsepower, but it will be a lot faster because it's lightweight and it's fun to drive. So there you go. Yeah. Ding ding ding. Wow, it's a lot larger. Better. Lovely car. This is one of the most beautiful cars out there. And I love this little detailing. The Union Jack at the back. And they still have this cupboard door. You want to start the car first? And the old Clubman, if you open both hatches and when you close them, if you close both at the same time, like how you close a cupboard, it's gonna get stuck and you can't go in or out. It always happens at car wash. What I understand is MINI has solved the problem. I'll look at it how they did it later on. And grumbling exhaust, Continental Premium Contact 6, lovely tires, unlike the regular Minis fitted with the rubbish Pirelli Cinturatos. Very nice detailing. I like the strips and all that. And BMW actually has the service for you to stripe up your Minis. I did that with my old car. It costs what, 600 ringgit, which is fair price to pay in an official manner. And I love the red top and panoramic roof. Still uses the button type keyless entry. It's really warm. It's good that this part is nubuck or Alcantara, I cannot tell. And it's a little bit of fabric. It's a mixture of leather, fabric and nubuck. So presumably it won't be that scorching hot to the thighs. And yeah, she loves her Mini. She doesn't love that BMW 6 Series at all. So, ching 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 ching. Familiar?
Yes.
Yeah. So now you get heads-up display. You get panoramic roof. 2 panoramic roofs. Lovely. Nice. We have that in our own Mini as well. And yeah, it's the detailing. It's the detailing that makes you feel that you're driving something different. And guys, for those of you who are out there buying the A-Class, come on man, don't waste your money. Buy something like this. Proper, small, lovely, sporty, premium hatch.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, why would anyone buy the A-Class? Seriously, when you look at what Mini offers, and in my opinion, in terms of all the premium small hatches, Mini does it best. Even when I look at the Audi A3 hatchback, even when I look at the BMW 1 Series, BMW 1 Series has got to have the cheapest interior amongst these premium makes. The A-Class cabin looks beautiful, but the materials are, and then the ride quality, even though it has been improved, the handling and ride quality has been improved, I don't think it feels as special or as unique as a Mini. I think Mini still has its allure, and it's just a lovely car. I mean, it makes you look prettier. Yeah, it makes you prettier when you drive a Mini, and especially that smile that emanates out. So you have some Harman Kardon speakers. I don't really appreciate them changing the aircon vents, because back then Minis have rounded aircon vents, which looks really nice, and matching the center dial. And the sad thing is that they have removed the speedometer from the center dial to that. So back then you have the speedo cluster here, and then inside will be the iDrive. And now since they removed the speedo, what's the point of having a rounded thing here, right? provided if they are able to source some really modern LCD screens that is not square in shape. That means imagine this entire thing is a touchscreen rounded LCD screen. That would be really nice. This horizontal, extremely wide screen LCD screen here just doesn't cut it. It's just, there's a lot of wasted space here in terms of what the UI can do. Yeah, we're heading to the bank first. Smile. Shy. Okay. So yep, continue on later where I okay. Wow, that's like SOS. SOS!
Okay.
Yeah, it's a BMW thing. Yeah? The rear looks spacious. Even the old Clubman, the one where the passenger side, on the right hand drive market, the passenger side has the suicide door at the back, normal doors, and then on the driver's side is just a single door, a long one. I think even that one, the car is really spacious. Of course now it has become a full 4-door, which reduces the quirkiness of the car. But overall it's a good improvement of interior quality, and this is really dumb. I mean, what year is this? Come on, no one uses these anymore. Or is it a wireless charger? Okay, it could be a wireless charger. If that's the case, then it will be really nice. I'll test it later. And, is there a console underneath? Oh yes, there's a console underneath with a USB-C cable slot. So that's lovely. No parking. So Minis have grown so big that you need to find normal parking lots for it. Yeah, it's already big. Yeah. I always feel that ladies driving a Mini makes them look sexier, prettier. Not for me, huh? Okay? I look like an old uncle. Yep. Okay. I'm in the parking lot of Mid Valley, and because we couldn't find parking, so let's look through the cabin, shall we? Do you notice that when I turn the aircon warmer, there's a red hue coming up, and then there's a blue hue to indicate my interaction with the car. So I think that's a really lovely thing. And they also make use to this light for syncing your music beats. So yeah, some fun stuff going on here. And this one looks like just a reflective material of the pattern, but actually this is the ambient lighting. The red lights actually, you can see, emanates out. It's like me. Even if I covered it, it's still lighted up. And the interior is just a special place to be in. It's nice quality materials. This looks very much like a phallic thingy, but a very sorry. Looks like Ultraman's dick or something. But the cabin is nice. The lovely Harman Kardon speakers, the lovely steering wheel. Everything is nice. Wait, phone call. Move the car. Okay. Alright. Manual seats. So now Mini has always have manual seats, because back then they don't feel that this whole powered everything suits the image of a Mini Cooper. So it would have been just fine for this car to have manual seats for me, because back in those days when I have my Mini, they're all manual seats, regardless if it's a JCW or whatever. However, However, in this new generation Clubman, Mini decided to go a little bit upmarket and introduce powered seats. So what this has resulted is that they have matched the equipment levels of a Mini Cooper with the intended price point that they're selling, and which is a welcoming thing. Who doesn't welcome a 260 or 70,000 ringgit car with powered seats, right? So they have it in the Clubman, the standard Clubman, which is a beautiful car as well. But this car is not equipped with it. Perhaps it is the sport seat. When they spec these JCW sport seats, maybe what comes together with this sport seat is manual seats. So there's no choice. Yep, this guy is manual seat here. So you feel a little bit of a dilemma, because if you buy the standard version, which can cost almost 100,000 ringgit less than this JCW, you get power seats. But in this JCW version, you don't get power seats, which is a little bit of a bummer. Alright, let me try to find a spot to double park. Yeah, it's Mid Valley, you have to double park. And I saw a parking just now, an available parking, but I did not take it because it would be selfish for me to do so, because I'm just sitting in my car doing my videos and just waiting for my wife. So if I took that lot, someone who actually need it would have to vacate and go elsewhere. Anyway, let's take a look back at all these. So these all look familiar, you know. And this thing actually follows the steering wheel. Look at that. How many cars does that? So regardless of how you tweak your steering wheel, the speedo clusters gonna follow it. I love that. I love that. The only other car that does this is the Nissan GTR. Of my knowledge, I'm sure there are other cars who does that. And overall, the whole ambience of the cabin is just really sporty, very hipster, very unique and fun. Does it feel like a 360,000 ringgit interior? Of course not. Same goes with the AMG A45. It doesn't feel like a 380,000 ringgit thing. But that car is a crazy track monster in an era where 2-liter cars barely exceed 280 horsepower. Mercedes came with a 2-liter 380 horsepower, and they're pushing it up to 400. So that car, for the novelty factor, for the crazy performance levels, is alright. When the A45 came out, it is faster than the CLS 63 from 0 to 100. Alright, but the JCW doesn't come with that kind of madness, I suppose. This is more refined, more livable. It's not an all-out track car, and when it's not an all-out track car, somehow the enthusiasts will not fork out that kind of crazy money. Imagine if the Mini come out with a JCW Max version or something, like a JCW track version, you know, without the screen, without these stuffs, and just a strap for the handle, and then a roll cage at the back there, and then with an interior that's devoid of iDrive, just an aircon with manual windows and all that, then the track enthusiasts will be keen to buy it. Yeah, letting her take the spot if she wants to. Okay, she's not. Then maybe I can just park my car in so that I don't block any traffic. Alright, so this car doesn't come with any 360 or whatsoever. It's just a reverse. I love the gear lever. I love the resolution of the screen. And see that? I don't appreciate the left mirror going so low. And I love the beeping sound of Mini Coopers. They just make a very, very satisfying beeping sound. Especially when you come into the car, it goes dun 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 dun. You know, I love that. I love that. I love all the sound tones that they make for Mini Coopers. Alright, or Minis in general. Yep. Lovely cabin. Lovely drive. A little bit bumpy, of course it's a JCW. And does the price make sense? I mean, it is at a level where it's definitely not worth it, right? It's a JCW, yes, but it's 360,000 for this. I mean, if you walk into any BMW dealer now, they'll happily offer you a Clubman for 260, I believe. Or probably even less, I'm not sure. And this thing is 100,000 premium from that. But if you use your left brain to calculate all this, there are a lot of cars that are not worthwhile, right? But at the end of the day, right, the car is being priced at such a high point that you won't see it anywhere else. And when you see one, you'll be like, is that a real JCW? Oh crap, that's a real JCW. This guy splurged 360,000 on a real JCW. So I'm not leaving. Sorry, I'm not leaving. Yeah, sorry, I'm not leaving. Even though I'm in a car, I'm just waiting here. Yeah. So maybe I'll put on my double signal. No, I'm not leaving. So I'll just pretend to be sleeping. I'm not leaving. Sorry. All right. Yeah, that's the thing with when you're parked at a very congested shopping mall parking. Yeah. So is it worth it? It's not worth it. But if you bought one and people spot you, people know that, wow. At least people will know, but But again, this is a Mini Cooper. You can never judge Mini Cooper the same way you judge a 3 Series, the same way you judge an A4. I accept this, I buy into this. So, yep, that's a Mini Cooper. JCW, lovely car. Go for the drive later on. Alright, love the little details. The touch sensation of the pedals, the seats. Just makes me feel special. But there are things that makes you realize that you are in a car that is not made in the same expensive parts as BMWs. One thing, it would be this heads-up display, right? This is the cheaper type where they flip a screen up and then it reflects off there. And then the keyless entry, there's still the button type, which is the same as an Almera. So yeah. But again, it's a Mini. What can you argue? It makes you feel special. It makes you feel different. Alright? Just look at that little Mini connector. The screen is so high res, and it actually not, like you see, it toggles a little bit following the direction of me turning the keys. See, that's the thing that people like about Minis, you know. The way they think, the way they do things is just slightly different from everybody else. So it's just lovely. Let's go into the navigation. Look at how the graphics transition. This has got to be one of the slickest graphics out there, you know. It looks like an OLED screen. So crisp. Look at the graphics. Technology in action. Sport displays. Wow. So I'm not moving out. That's why I put on my hazard lights. Sorry. Navigation. Let's go into navigation. Enter a new destination. Quick search. And the input methods are the old type because this is not. Oh, that's a touchscreen. Wait. If it is a touchscreen, I can press this. Yeah, that's really nice. You know, this is a pain, but then it's so fast. The graphics are so quick. Yeah. Okay. What else is there? Is that it? I'm sure there are other stuffs, right? My Mini. Driving information. Onboard computer. So sleek, man. It's so sleek. Yeah. Driver profiles. Yeah. Lovely. Minimalism analyzer. What could that be? Ah, vehicle ready to drive. Okay, this car comes with a Harman Kardon sound system, and we found the perfect song to this. Let's see this how the speaker fares.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction. And then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Tut dan jalan. Nice, sorry. 잠시만요 기다려 주십시오. Push me, and then just touch me. Is it bumpy? It is, but is it fun? It is. Is it fast? Yes.
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 Very fast.
It is fast. Steering. To be honest, it doesn't have any real connection with the front wheels, so no choice. That's how they are now. You can't really tell what the front wheels are doing, even though it's an accurate steering wheel. The car, the handling, you can feel the bumps. You can definitely feel the bumps, and that means it should corner flat. Right? It's rather stiff, but the steering is a far cry from previous generation Minis. The R56 generation, very confidence inspiring. This one, there's that ambiguity there. There is that ambiguity there. So it's a little bit scary at times, especially when you are accelerating through a bend. Of course, it's my first day on it, so everybody needs some time to get accustomed to their car, especially one that is so special like a Mini. By no means the steering wheel is not accurate. It is accurate. It's just that, see, it feels the same whether you're going on a straight line or when you are going through a bend, and it feels the same whether you are going through the bend at 40 or 50 or just now 80. It doesn't quite load up like how it should. A good modern car example for an everyday small premium hatch, one that loads up rather nicely. Actually, no. every Mercedes AMG steering wheel is fantastic. Every single Mercedes-Benz AMG version, be it A45, 43, 63, 53, all of them, they make great steering wheel feel now. Mercedes-Benz makes the best. Put aside Porsche. We should always put aside Porsche when we discuss all this, because Porsche is, you cannot fault them, right? Yeah, I wish the steering, I can't believe I'm saying this, I wish the steering wheel of this car feels more like it as per any other Mercedes-Benz. They make better steering feel now. One more thing, this steering wheel is so much nicer to grip, and the quality of materials of this steering wheel is so much better than the one on BMW M Sports. This is a much better steering wheel to hold, to touch, to feel, and the buttons, and also the paddle shifters. The paddle shifter is, if I'm not wrong, is, I don't know, it doesn't feel like plastic. Okay, so it does that. Ooh, I believe a Genting run in this will be important for us to study. Wow, very nice. So, yeah, in one way, come on, man. If you can afford it, just go ahead and buy it, I mean, because you get a special car that is usable, functional, and then you get that little rotty craziness about it. Actually, come to think of it, why not? Because our streets are already littered with A45s. They are everywhere. So we need people to drive some of these. And then the X2 is crap. So don't bother with the X2, just get this one.